So welcome back, guys. So today we are going to complete this chapter by the last and final topic, that is India's neighboring countries. Okay, India's neighboring countries. You know, we have land and maritime and maritime neighbors. Okay, chalo. Now let me ask you one question. Can a country choose its neighbors? Can a country choose its neighbors? No, right? No. So just as we cannot choose our neighbors at home, a country cannot choose its neighboring countries. Okay. However, it can choose how it deals with them. So this is why geography becomes the foundation of foreign policy. Okay. So there is a famous saying in international relations. Okay, I'll write here. You can change your friends. Okay. You can change your friends. Okay. But you cannot change your neighbors. So this is a famous saying in international relations. Okay. So for India, this statement, this statement is especially true. So a neighboring country is a country that shares either a land boundary or a maritime boundary with another country. So India has two types of neighbors. We have land neighbors. Okay. We have land neighbors. The countries which share land border, and we also have maritime neighbors. Okay. I'll try to finish as much as fast I can. So maritime neighbors are the countries which connected through the sea. Okay. Through the sea, they'll share maritime border. Now let's see India's land neighbors. So India's land neighbors. Okay. India shares land boundaries with 6 countries. Remember, India shares land boundary with 6 countries. One is Pakistan in the west. I'll also write direction. Pakistan in the west. Then we have China. Okay. China in the north and northeast. Okay. North and northeast. And Nepal. The third country is Nepal, and this is also in north, in the direction of north. Then we have Bhutan, that is in the north as well. And then we have Bangladesh, that is in east. And then we have Myanmar, and Myanmar in the direction west. Now let's see India's maritime neighbors. You'll get an idea of India's both land and maritime neighbors. So India's maritime neighbors. We have 2 countries. Okay, there are 2 major maritime neighbors for India. First one is Sri Lanka. Okay, and the second one is Maldives. Okay. So these countries do not share land border with India. Okay, but they are separated by the sea. So yeah, so let's see total land boundary of India. Okay. So total land boundary. So India's land boundary is approximately 15,200 kilometers. Okay. These long boundary passes through mountains, plains, deserts, forests and river valleys, and each section has a unique geographical and strategic importance. Okay. So let's start with first land border, that is Pakistan. We all know this, right? We all know this country. Okay. So Pakistan lies to the west of India. Okay. Pakistan lies to the west of India. Okay. And what are the states or union territories sharing the border with Pakistan? I write here. One is, I write Jammu and Kashmir. It's a union territory. Okay. It shares boundary with Pakistan. Then we have Punjab. Then we have Rajasthan and Gujarat. Okay. So these states share boundary with Pakistan. Now let's see geography. What is the geography here? This border, the border passes through the border between India and which is passes through high mountains. Okay. High mountains, plains, what else? Thar desert. Yes, Thar desert. Then we have Rann of Kutch. Okay. So there is one important border here, just remember that important border. So remember this, the Radcliffe line. Okay. This separates India and Pakistan. Remember this. This separates India and Pakistan. Remember this. This is very important. So it was drawn in 1947 during partition. So 1947 partition. During this time, this line was drawn, and this separates India and Pakistan. Now let's see what is strategic importance with Pakistan. Okay. What is strategic importance with Pakistan? First one is Western Defense Frontier. It is we have Western Defense Frontier, and then other one is cross-border trade. Generally it is very limited and policy dependent. I'm not telling it not every trade occurs through this. There is a limited and policy dependent trade generally happens. So other one is security challenges. This is very important. We often face this. And the last one is Indus River system. Okay. Indus River system. So you'll remember, I don't know how many, because you are beginners, Indus River system generally, there is a history for that. The Indus Water Treaty in 1960 governs the sharing of waters of the Indus River system between India and Pakistan. So I'll write here. So Indus Water Treaty. Okay, 1960. Remember this. This treaty governs the sharing of waters of the Indus River system between India and Pakistan. Okay, so this is all about Pakistan. We have seen Pakistan, the states of sharing the border, and then we have seen geography, important border, that is Radcliffe line, and strategic importance. Okay, yeah. So let's move on to the second land neighbor, that is China. Okay. So China lies to India's China lies to India's north and northeast. Okay, north and northeast. So this is the direction. So what are the states? States or UTs sharing border with China? We have Ladakh. Then we have Himachal Pradesh. Then we have Uttarakhand. Then we have Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. So these are the states or UTs that share border with China. So the boundary, this line of actual control, LAC, line of actual control. Okay, and this is the boundary we actually share with the China. So this is the actual boundary. Let's say this is the line between China and India. Okay, and that is called line of actual control. So however, it is not internationally agreed final boundary, but yes, we can study this as a line of actual control between China and India. Okay, so what is the importance of China? Let's see. I'll try to write fast so that you'll get. So it is the largest neighbor by area. Okay, it is the largest neighbor by area, and it is our major trading partner. Okay, it is our major trading partner, and it is also a strategic competitor for our country. Okay, it is also it's a major trading partner, and it's a strategic competitor for our country. So it's also important geopolitical neighbor. So these are the important. And what are the mountain ranges here? So generally the Himalayas dominate area. They dominate this border. Okay, so there are some important passes are there. I'll write here. We have Nathula, Shipkila, okay, and Lipu Lake, okay, and the one is Nathula, Shipkila, Lipu Lake, and another one is Bumla, okay. These passes are significant for trade, pilgrimage, and strategic movement. So remember this. Okay. So let's move on to the other country which shares border with our country. That is Nepal. The third one is Nepal. Okay. So generally it located north of India. Okay. States sharing the border are states sharing the border with Nepal. States or UTs, let's say. So we have Uttarakhand, we have UP, Uttar Pradesh. Then we have Bihar, Jharkhand, not Jharkhand, West Bengal. Uttarakhand, UP, Bihar, West Bengal, and another one is Sikkim. Yeah, Sikkim. Here you go. So these are the states which share border with Nepal. Okay. Now, what is the importance of China? What is the importance of Nepal and India? Nepal and India relations. Importance. What is the importance here? Generally, India and Nepal share an open border. Okay, we both share an open border, and we have deep cultural and religious ties. Okay, we have deep cultural and religious ties, and then we have close people to people connections. Close people to people connections. Okay. So connection, that is right. So citizens of both countries can generally travel across the border without visas, and yeah. So without under existing arrangement only, they'll generally travel across the border. Okay. Let's see what are the rivers. Many rivers originating in Nepal flow into India. Okay. Rivers originate in Nepal generally. Okay. Generally they'll flow into India. Okay. Flow into India. And yeah, this is what the rivers. So generally many rivers originating in Nepal flow into India, and making it a water resource management and flood control important areas of cooperation. Okay. The fourth one is Bhutan. So Bhutan, it lies north of India. Okay, the location is north of India, and it is between India and China. Okay, north of India, between India and China. Now, states sharing border with Bhutan. We have Sikkim. Okay, and we have West Bengal, and then we have Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. Yes. Okay. So Bhutan, it lies north of India. States sharing states sharing border are Sikkim, West Bengal, Assam, and Arunachal Pradesh. Sorry. Now let's see what is the importance between Bhutan and India. Bhutan is strategically important because it lies close to the Siliguri corridor. There is this corridor called Siliguri corridor. Okay. So Bhutan is strategically important because it lies close to the Siliguri corridor. Okay. This is one importance. Another one is generally India and Bhutan enjoy diplomatic, economic, and security cooperation. Economic and security cooperation. Chalo. So you have a doubt regarding this. What is Siliguri corridor? Okay, it's one of the most important UPSC concept. So it is a narrow stretch of land in West Bengal. Okay, that connects mainland India with northeastern states. Connects. I'll write here. Connects mainland India to northeastern states. Okay, northeastern states. So because of its shape, it is popularly called chicken's neck. It is also called as chicken's neck. Just remember this. So it is strategically vital because any disruption could affect connectivity with northeast. Okay. Chalo, we have done with Bhutan, and now we are going to the other one, that is Bangladesh. Other country, Bangladesh. So it lies east of India. Bangladesh lies east of India. Okay. Okay. So what are the states sharing border with Bangladesh? So what are the states sharing border with Bangladesh are West Bengal, just remember, Assam, Meghalaya, okay, And then we have Tripura, and the last one is Mizoram. Okay, West Bengal, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram. These states share border with the Bangladesh. Okay. So what is the importance? Bangladesh shares India's longest international land boundary. All right, here, India's longest international India's longest international land boundary share it is shared by Bangladesh. Remember this. Okay, so the border is approximately, I don't know, but it is approximately 4,000 plus kilometers, making it India's longest border with any neighboring country. Okay, so what are the rivers here? Many important rivers, including Ganga, Ganga, that is also called Padma in Bangladesh. Okay. Then we have Brahmaputra. Okay. That is also called as Jamuna. Yes, Jamuna in Bangladesh. Okay. So, and Teesta, there is other river called Teesta. So these three rivers, generally we will share with Bangladesh. Yeah, let's see what are the strategic importance. Strategic importance. So first one is connectivity to northeast. Okay, connectivity to northeast. The second one is trade, which is very important. And then we have inland waterways. Okay, inland waterways, border management. All of these are part of strategic importance. And then we have regional cooperation. Okay, so chalo done with Bangladesh. Now let's move on to the other country, that is Myanmar, and this is the last one. So Myanmar generally lies in east of India. Okay, and let's see what are the states sharing border with the Myanmar. We have Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, we have Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, and what else? Manipur and Mizoram. Yes, so Manipur and Mizoram. So these are the states that generally share border with Myanmar. So what is the importance between India and Myanmar? So Myanmar serves as India's land bridge to Southeast Asia. Because I'll tell you what is the reason. It serves as Myanmar serves as India's land bridge, okay, to Southeast Asia. Okay, so it is central to India's Act East policy. Okay, it is central to India's Act East policy aimed at strengthening economic and strategic ties with Southeast Asia. Okay, so that is all about land neighbors. Now let's move on to the other one, that is maritime neighbors. Okay, the first one is Sri Lanka. The first country is Sri Lanka. Okay, so Sri Lanka located in south of India. Okay, it is located in south of India, and it is separated by Park Strait. Okay, it is separated by Park Strait. I'll tell you later what is this Park Strait. And there is another one, that is Gulf of Mannar. Gulf of Mannar. Okay, so Sri Lanka lies south of India and it is separated by Park Strait and Gulf of Mannar. Okay, I know most of you have confusion regarding what is Park Strait. I'll write here. I'll explain. So Park Strait, generally it's a narrow stretch of sea. Okay, I'll write. It's a narrow stretch of sea. Okay, it generally separates Tamil Nadu from Sri Lanka. Okay, separates Tamil Nadu from Sri Lanka. Okay, and it has historically facilitated maritime interaction between the two countries. Okay, and there is other one, Gulf of Mannar. Right, these two separates Sri Lanka, right, from India. So what is Gulf of Mannar? So generally Gulf of Mannar located southwest of Park Strait. Okay, it is located southwest of the Park Strait. Okay, just remember. So it is known for Gulf of Mannar. It is generally known for, we have seen coral reefs. It is generally known for coral reefs. What else we have? Seagrass meadows. Yeah, seagrass meadows. And then we have rich marine biodiversity. Okay. Okay. So the Gulf of Mannar Biosphere Reserve is one of the India's important marine conservation areas. Okay. Now the second one is Maldives. The second country is Maldives. It is located southwest. It is located southwest of India. Okay. It is located southwest of India, and it is an island nation in the Indian Ocean. It is an island nation in the Indian Ocean. I'll just write here. Okay. So what is the importance here? So Maldives occupies an important position along key sea routes in the Indian Ocean. Okay. So it is significant for maritime security. Okay. All right. It is significant for maritime security, tourism. Okay. What else we have? Climate change discussions. Okay. Climate change discussions. Then we have regional cooperation. Regional cooperation. Okay. So now let's see, why are neighbors important? Neighbor countries influence. So neighbor countries, whatever it is, whether it is land or maritime, neighbors are important because they are influence. They influence security. First one is security. Okay. Border management, one of the important topic. Defense preparedness, counter terrorism. Okay, I'll write here. Counter terrorism. It is important for counter terrorism is there, and it also important for border management. Okay. So this is one of the important factor. Another one is trade. It is helpful for imports, exports. What else we have? Railways, port, road connectivity, examples. The third one is rivers, which is very important. Okay. Water sharing. We have seen many rivers shared by India and other countries, right? So rivers are generally water sharing, they're important in flood management, hydropower cooperation, etc. Okay. And the other one is culture. Generally it includes religion, languages, festivals, and what else we have, migration. Okay. Then economy. So it is important for regional markets, energy connectivity, infrastructure, and that lot many. Environment is also there, wildlife migration. Okay. Wildlife migration, forest conservation. What else we have? We have many river basins, and we have climate resilience. All these are important because all of these are interrelated with neighbors. If there is a problem with one country, there is a definite impact on all of these. Okay. Now we have seen, already we are seeing with the general wars happening in the world. That is, we have seen US, Iran, Israel. Okay. So yeah, so we have completed neighbors. Now let us see, there is one more concept I'll tell and then I'll close. That this is very important, guys. Just remember India's neighborhood policy. Okay. India's neighborhood first policy. Okay, this is very important. So India follows a diplomatic approach known as India's neighborhood first policy. Okay. Generally, it emphasizes strengthening political, economic, security, cultural ties with neighboring country. Okay. It emphasizes political, economic. Okay. Then we have security and cultural ties. Okay. So this is frequently linked with UPSC current affairs. So just remember this. Okay. So yeah, we have completed the India's neighbors. What are the land neighbors? What are the maritime neighbors? And then we have seen different type of detailed explanation regarding different countries. And then we have seen why neighbors are important. What are the factors affecting? Okay. So in the end, India's neighbors are not merely countries. Not merely countries surrounding its borders. They are partners in trade, security, culture, regional development. Okay. Neighbors, I'll just write and close. Neighbors are partners in trade. Okay. They are partners in trade, security, culture, and then regional development. Okay. So geography has placed India at the center of South Asia, and this location gives it both opportunities, responsibilities. Understanding India's neighborhood is essential for understanding India's foreign policy. Okay. So that is what the last topic of chapter 1. So with this we have completed the chapter 1. So we are going very soon, very soon we are going to start chapter 2. So stay tuned. Thank you.